a frigid start, very chilly start. The good news is looking ahead to tomorrow, some beautiful sunshine. Hey there, everybody. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon, and it's been another cool, gray day. Windy once again here for our Wednesday, but the good news is winds will look to be dying down as we move into our Thursday, and of course later into the rest of the week. So still looking at some blustery conditions with those gusts upwards of 25 to 30 miles per hour here this afternoon. Still about 32 miles per hour for that gust in Mason City, 26 in Rochester, and 23, 22 in the Austin and Albert Lea area. So the good news is winds will be dying down here through this evening, especially overnight. Looking to see sustained winds towards about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that is some good news, as that wind really has been quite blustery and cold here the last 2 days. We're slowly starting to see that cloud cover receding and pushing further east. Notice areas along and east of the Highway 52 corridor, seeing that cloud cover. Areas west of that, seeing some sunshine. So if those clouds can push east a little bit here in the next, a bit more in the next couple of hours, we may be able to manage a glimpse of that sun here. And we are right now as we take a live look outside from your Louis Donato live camera. This is a look at downtown Rochester here. You can see the sunshine there. Still some cloud cover though in the distance there in the sky. But the good news is we're starting to see a few of those rays of sun. So looking at some full sun towards Mason City and Austin, Rochester and Winona though still seeing a bit of some cloud cover. So temperatures into the 40s. It has been chilly, as I mentioned, and of course with those blustery winds. Looking ahead here through tonight, we'll see more clearing with that sky cover as we move towards about that 8 o'clock hour. Should be looking at mostly clear skies here that will persist overnight. Temperatures, though, back into the 30s by about 10 o'clock tonight, so we'll be on the chilly side. And I want to give you the first alert to those cold conditions on the way for tonight as we look at frost and freeze potential for us in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa here the next 2 days. 2 mornings, I should say. So we do have a frost advisory in place for most of southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa there, 2 o'clock through about 9 o'clock Thursday morning. So for tomorrow, looking to need to bring inside and cover up those plants you want to stick around to keep around a little bit longer. So temperatures waking up tomorrow morning, heading out the door 7 a.m. into those lower 30s. It will be very cold once again, as I've mentioned. So that frost and freeze potential is here for our area. We'll talk more about those forecast details and look ahead to late week in your first alert weather coming up later on in the broadcast. View it here, just a clip of it just overhead, but notice off to the west those blue skies, that sunshine starting to poke through the area here this afternoon. It has been a chilly day, high temperatures and just temperatures at this point in time into the 60s for folks in Winona and Rochester, lower 50s climbing in for the Austin and Mason City area here at this point in time. But definitely on the windy side once again. We've been looking at some sustained winds right now, anywhere from around 10 to 15 miles per hour up towards about 20 miles per hour sustained in the Mason City area. In terms of gusts, we're looking at gusts nearing 25 miles per hour towards the Austin area, about 32 miles per hour right now in Mason City. The good news is winds dying down here, especially overnight, where we will be looking at sustained winds overnight, anywhere from around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So wind will become less, but we transition to more cold conditions here overnight. Looking at a frost advisory in place for southern Minnesota, or most of southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa there. That will be in effect until 9 a.m. Thursday morning. So looking ahead here to the next couple of mornings, Thursday morning, Friday morning, looking at a frost and freeze possible for us here in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. Temperatures here the next 2 mornings, right around that 30-degree mark, possibly even getting into the upper 20s by Friday morning. And in that case, then we could be looking at a freeze, likely maybe a hard freeze here for the season. So definitely giving you that first alert, that heads up to these cold conditions that are on the way. But if you still have some plants outside, maybe want to try and keep them around. I'd say anything that's in the ground, try to get it taken care of. Otherwise, anything in a pot, you probably could move it into the garage here for the season. But seeing that cloud cover continue to push east now, just along the Highway 52 corridor, looking at that sunshine, and then again off to the west. So high pressure gradually gaining control of the upper Midwest here, looking at all that clearing back to the west into the Dakotas, Colorado, and Wyoming, Montana in that direction. As we look ahead here for the rest of tonight, skies staying clear, will gradually clear out and be quiet here heading into into your Thursday. Daytime hours looking to feature plenty of sunshine. Temperatures ticking back up into those 50s. As we take a sneak peek into your Friday, similar story, a frigid start, very chilly start to the morning, and we see more seasonal temperatures then on the way for those afternoon high temperatures. Morning temps the next couple mornings, or I should say for your Thursday morning, into those lower 30s. Looking ahead to tomorrow, some beautiful sunshine, upper 40s, low 50s.